Welcome back to Inner Element. I'm Mike Gideon, Customer Technical Services Manager at Materion, and today I'll be briefly introducing magnetic properties of materials. Now, the atoms and molecules that make up all materials have magnetic dipoles, which is a combination of a north and a south magnetic pole. And materials are going to be magnetically classified by how these dipoles react to an externally applied magnetic field. Magnetic permeability is the property that describes how the magnetic dipoles change alignment when magnetic fields applied to them. Now, relative magnetic permeability is the ratio of a material's magnetic permeability relative to that of free space or the vacuum. And magnetic susceptibility is defined as a relative magnetic permeability minus 1. And people may prefer one of these units over the other. Now, if a material has no reaction to an applied magnetic field, basically it's magnetically transparent, then the relative permeability is exactly equal to 1, and the susceptibility is exactly equal to 0. Now, if the dipoles happen to align along with the field and then strengthen it, and then remain aligned when the external field is removed, the material is said to be ferromagnetic. It then is permanently magnetized and creates its own magnetic field. Now, ferromagnetic materials are used to make good permanent magnets, such as the kind you might find in your refrigerator, since they will retain their magnetism up until they are heated to a point that is called the Curie temperature. When the temperature exceeds the Curie temperature, then the dipoles will randomly reorient and the material will lose its applied magnetic field. But then it can be remagnetized again when put in another magnetic field. Now, if the dipoles align with an externally applied field, but then go back to random orientation when the field is removed, the material is said to be paramagnetic. In paramagnetic materials, the relative permeability is greater than 1, and the susceptibility is positive. So high-strength copper beryllium and tough-made copper nickel tin would fall into this category. Diamagnetic materials have dipoles that will align to oppose an applied magnetic field, and then will serve to weaken that applied field. They will go back to random orientation when the field is removed. They have relative permeabilities less than 1 and negative susceptibility, and most copper alloys would generally tend to fall into this category. So anyway, thank you for listening, and please feel free to reach out to me or any of my team members with questions, and we'll see you next time.